It's time for us to receive our next guest in the building. Here representing Sea Life, all about developing servant leaders and empowering professionals in Africa with integrity and professional excellence for global impact. It's always a pleasure to receive Tata Evans, but today, ladies first. Big welcome to the founder, Sheila Itonga. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, Patience.
Glad to have you here, and welcome back, Evans.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so I will turn over to you, Sheila. I've always asked this question to Evans, and it's like you ask Sheila when she comes, but what motivated you to create Sea Life, from your observation or your experience?
Absolutely. It's more from my experience. And in traveling Africa, I just got to understand the beauty of Africa. I never really understood how rich we are as a continent. And I've always known that Cameroon is rich, but not until I went out of Cameroon and traveled other African countries. I was just amazed at the potential we have. And so the question always came back, like, we are so rich, but what's the problem that we have? Why are we not as developed as we want to be? Why are our structures not as connected as we know they can be? So the number one underlying problem just seemed to be leadership, not just in Cameroon, but just generally in Africa. And also I'm a Christian, and I have a business background, and also I'm a seminarian. In the course of doing my seminary, I felt called. All of us feel called to a particular line of work, and for me, it was is what I feel that the Lord has called me to do, to raise up African leaders, starting with my country, Cameroon. Yeah. And so that's how Sea Life came about. For me, it's a call of the Lord, and so that's how.
And how many leaders have you been able to impact through Sea Life?
So it's hard to define that, mainly because of this. We have trained over 300 plus leaders in our main flagship program, Servant Leadership Fellowship. They come for 4 months. It's very intensive, and they go through career development, Christian discipleship, and servant leadership. So that's our main program. But we also have done leadership training in many different kinds of facets, either going to the communities in schools and universities, or them coming to our facility. So our numbers are ranging in the higher numbers. But as we say, when we just focus on our 300 plus, when you train one leader, you're training thousands.
Absolutely.
You're training thousands. And that's what we have seen, how our leaders go, and at their workplace, they are being promoted very, very quickly because of the kind of professionalism that they show, commitment.
Okay, Evans, you're hands-on. I want you to tell us a little bit about the things that stop people from being good leaders.
Yeah, what stops people from being good leaders is, first of all, the education. Because people feel that being a leader, you must occupy a position. Whereas, with our training in Sea Life, we believe everyone is a leader.
Yeah. Because
we believe leadership is the ability to influence. And everyone has that ability to influence. So if you can influence, then you are a leader. When people lack this kind of understanding, it stops them from being good leaders, like you asked. Because when you feel that leadership is just about position, you don't care what happens to your subordinate. It's all about yourself. I am the boss. Whatever I say, you must follow, and all of that. But when you get to understand that leadership is the ability to influence and not to manipulate, you will not manipulate your followers.
And what is one major value you instill in these people that help them in being better leaders?
Yes, one of the biggest value we instill in our trainees is knowing God. Because when you are a believer, our model of leadership is servant leadership, and key example is Jesus Christ. So you can't exemplify Jesus Christ if you don't know him. Yeah. So the key is being a Christian, and then you live the Christian lifestyle. I would say Sea Life is a lifestyle. Sea Life literally means Christian life, and the Christian life is a lifestyle.
So what's your vision for the future of Sea Life?
We really want to see our alumni live out their Christian life in every area of life, from healthcare to governance to media and we just intend to see how that is lived out. You know, many a times, especially in this world where everything is fast, when you look at leadership and what we talk about leadership as a lifestyle, it takes time. It's intentional, but it takes time. And so when we look at the future, we look at the opportunity to see our alumni continue to grow in their different areas and to help this nation continue to grow.
Okay, if people want to be a part of Sea Life alumni in the future, what do they do? How can they participate in any of the events you organize?
Evans, do you want to share that?
All right, we organize our flagship program called the Servant Leadership Fellowship Program. And for next year, tentatively, it will be starting by June. Yes, so you have to go through our program. Our head office is located at Antres Saint-Marc Tam Tam, just some few meters away from Macheron Point Express, going towards Carrefour Tam Tam. Yeah, or you can follow us on our social media handles, my Sea Life community, or social media handles, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You're going to get updates on that. Or better still, you can get to me directly through my phone number.
Go ahead.
Okay, 678-553751. 678-553751. So you can get to me on WhatsApp, you can give me a call, and then we get to discuss more about Sea Life.
Thank you so much for passing by, Sheila.
Absolutely.
And events. Keep doing the great work you do with the lovely smile and the presence of peace that I feel in both of you. It's amazing.